Okay, so this is a review on this CAMOLO GEEK magnetic mount for the DJI Osmo Pocket. My first complaint is that they had put the sticker of this was over the instructions, and it would have been nice to know to not have that happen because I had to peel it off so that I could read all of this. But other than that, it's pretty intuitive. What comes in the box is this is a lanyard, an Allen key, and the actual cage. It's metal. It's definitely metal. It's very nice. As you can see, it kind of moves around. And the Allen key is to screw this in into the actual bottom of the camera. So let's do that. Okay, I got my DJI, and you have to have the bottom mount so that it'll go in there. It's a pretty tight fit, and I'm a little scared. I don't want to scratch my DJI. I know cages are supposed to be tight, but okay, I had to take the lanyard off that came with the DJI. Okay, so my first thought was I don't really like that it feels like it's gonna scratch it, and I don't know that I like that. But that said, it will hold it up. It's gonna kind of suck if I have to swap batteries. I did notice that I could fit this here, so I can have that here. And then this obviously will twist around, so if it's, well, that won't really work, but you know, it can be mounted to the wall. Well, so let's go look at that. Okay, welcome to my fridge, and oh yeah, that's, I mean, it's a really good magnet. Nice and strong. Obviously, the gimbal will move, but you can see that the actual cage moves. You can still charge it, at least. There's room for another mount of some sort. And there's screw holes at the bottom. I think that the product is well made, and it had promise, but I'm probably not going to use it. It's too much work to get that in there, and I had to take the original lanyard off. It looks like where you would put the lanyard that came with it, it would go in here, which was way easier to put on than the lanyard that, you know, came with the DJI. Just put that down there. And then obviously there's screw holes on the side. You can screw something else to it. I think this is a no for me. I was really hoping it would work. I think I just did the same thing. Oh. Yeah, well, look at that. I don't know, it's an interesting accessory. Definitely give it 5 stars for quality. Accessories that you're going to use are the best accessories, and I don't know if I'm going to use this one. So, I hope that helps.
Okay, here's my look at the CAMOLO or CAMOLO GEEK. I don't know why they call it that, but that's it. It's a full cage for the Osmo Pocket 3. I've looked at a couple of the other reviews from folks, and I agree with some of the things they've said, so I'm going to get right to it. This is a robust, heavy-duty cage, and as you can see, it's one of the things people say is that it's kind of stiff. And I actually think that's kind of a good thing. I like the idea that it holds tight. It's got a nice metal down here and magnetic thing that you stick to something and it stays there. It's got a strong magnet on it. That's good. Okay, now a couple of the challenges. Here we go with the actual device. I'm going to go back here a little bit, and it's definitely a snug fit, which can make people a little nervous, I understand, because they don't want to scratch or damage their Osmo Pocket 3. It's expensive and getting more expensive because of tariffs. And there are a couple of, on the inside here, I don't know if you can see it, there are little bits of rubber or something to kind of help shield it when it's going in, but it still feels, a little snug when it goes in. It does fit, and then there at the bottom, there is a screw to connect to the bottom, and there is a little Allen wrench. I would say one of the things that kind of disappointed me about the Allen wrench is that there's no place magnetic on the side that we can stick the Allen wrench and have it stay. I kind of like the idea that in Small Rig does that on some of their things where you can just put it there and you can always find the Allen wrench. This Allen wrench, I'm going to lose, probably. Okay, another little thing that's kind of challenging is it comes with its own little handle, and I have this one on here, but when as you can see, when I stick it in here, you almost have to like remove this little handle thing if you want this cage to fit properly, because it gets a little snug in there. Okay, so there's that. That's just something to consider. But you know, the other thing that I think is the last thing I'm going to say, I know this is getting too long. I have a couple of aftermarket cages, and they really do fit snugly. And of course, you don't want things loose, so I think, you know, that's kind of a good thing that it's snug. Here's one that I've got. What's the brand on here? This is, you know, one of those aftermarkets. And this thing, it does not fit at all. And when I started to put it in, it starts to shave away some of the plastic from the bottom. So, I don't know. There you have it. This is my initial thoughts. Like I said, there's some 1/4-20 screws on the side, so you can attach things. There is cold shoes on both sides if you want to attach lights and other devices. So it can be done. Just keep in mind those some of those limitations, and you can make a decision from there. I hope this was helpful.